Hello there! This is a review for the Jupiter Moon 3 Underbust. Here's the front, the side, the back, and the other side. Here is the sitting test I'm going to start doing from now on. The center front is 13 inches long, and I do have a fairly short torso, so most corsets don't fit me very well when I'm sitting when they're longer than 11 inches, but this one actually I can sit in fairly comfortably. The points go down pretty far and up pretty far between the bust, but it's cut high enough on the hips where I can sit down in it. The center front of this corset is 13.5 inches. The side length is 9 1/4 inches. The center back is 12.5 inches, and the underbust to lap measurement is 9 3/4 inches. The waist size is 21 inches. This is a pre-made style by Jupiter Moon 3 from her eBay store. It's a very comfy long line center front, but the sides are shorter on the hips, so that allows me to sit more comfortably as I have a shorter torso, and also because the top and bottom and the center front are pointed, so that allows more room for it to be longer. It has a gentle hourglass shape. It has a 5-panel pattern, better seen from the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It feels that there are 3 layers to this corset. The fashion layer and the middle layer enclose the boning channels using the welt seam method, and the lining layer is floating. The fabric is black cotton twill. The skeleton applique on the front and the back were put on after the corset was made, and you can see from the inside that it was stitched through all layers. There is a waist tape in the corset that I can tell by feeling it. This is a 6-loop busk with the bottom 2 loops being closer together. It's a standard flexible busk, and it's a 1/2 inch wide. On the pin side there is an extra layer of fabric that was made just for a little modesty panel. There are 12 total bones in this corset. All of them are flat steels, and the bones on the sides are single boned, and you cannot see them under the applique here, but you can see one there and one there, so that's 4 on each side. There are 20 total black grommets. When I look on the inside, some of them haven't rolled quite as well, and I can tell they have caught on the laces because some of the laces show some frayed marks or catch marks. But it does lace up pretty easily. There are 2 spots on the corset around the grommets that I can tell tore from the grommet press. The mark is here, but it's not all the way through the fabric, but obviously this one is all the way through, and you can see the bone underneath. I haven't repaired them yet, but they also haven't gotten any worse. They haven't ripped or anything from wearing, so I'm sure they'll be okay even if I didn't repair them. The laces are white ribbon, and they're very sturdy to wear, and they glide pretty well through the grommets, except for a couple catches that must have happened before, but I haven't noticed any since. You can see one spot where it caught a little bit there. There are 2 garter tabs on each side of the corset. The binding is a black cotton twill, just like the rest of the fabric, and it is stitched in a dish on the front, so it looks nice. And then on the inside, it is serged. One spot I don't like as much is right here where 2 strips have been sewn together, and it's placed right at the front of the corset, so I would prefer it to not be at the front of the corset or not on the corset at all. but because it is black, it is not very visible, so that's okay. There is no modesty panel that came with this corset. What I like about this corset is how comfortable it is and how the back bones actually follow my curves very well, the curves of my back. It also fits me extremely well for a standard size corset. The skeleton applique is so adorable, and it actually fits the shape of this corset, and it fits my shape very well. It's almost anatomically correct in a way. What I could see to be improved in this corset would be to have more grommets on the back. They are spaced apart pretty far. They are spaced a little bit closer together at the middle, which makes it a little easier to cinch, but in general I find more grommets to be better. I would prefer usually to have more bones than this on a corset, although it's very comfortable. It just would be better to have a few bones in between the panels, or maybe double bone, but she can accommodate that with custom corsets. Most of her standard corsets actually do have more bones than this one. On a couple of the seams, I can actually see the whites of the bones through the channel where the stitches are, which was a little concerning at first. So far it's held up really well, and it hasn't stretched or anything or ripped, but I would not wear this corset as a training corset or tight lacing. She can make stronger corsets than this with more bones and things, but this one in particular is a fashion corset. There is a small stain on this corset. You can see it's like a shiny color. I cannot remember if it actually came on the corset or if I must have gotten it on there. Either way, I can go ahead and just spot clean that and see if it'll come out. Jupiter Moon 3's underbusts start at $230 and can be custom made with extra embellishments for an extra cost. Thanks for watching.